welcome to my channel. This is Nina Infinity, and thank you for joining me for Infinite Hope, episode 21. Okay, I love science. Okay, here we go. So from Physics Today, South Africa develops transient tracking intelligence observatory. So this is really cool. Astronomers in the country are adapting algorithms and upgrading equipment to enable a network of optical telescopes to autonomously choose and observe targets. Lots of cool pictures on this. And of course, as always, the link is in the description down below, so you guys can go read it for yourself and check it out. All right, so let's see. So this happened in the news, or this was everywhere this week, and I mean, of course I had to share this because, come on, this is the funniest thing. I'm sure you've seen it by now, but if you haven't, I'm not a cat. Lawyer tells judge when he can't change the zoom filter. So the videos here, I just like what it says here in the end, that Ponton is in on the laughs. He doesn't seem to mind the attention at all, telling the New York Times, "If I can make the country chuckle for a moment in these difficult times they're going through, I'm happy to let them do that at my expense." Well, what a nice guy. And here's the video.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to
can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
Okay. A lawyer cracked a hidden room in his office and found a cache of historic photography, including a framed portrait of Susan B. Anthony. I think Kai sent me this one. Thank you, Kai. The James Elray Halley photo is valued at $10,000 to $50,000. Among the finds in the hidden trove was a rare portrait of suffragist Susan B. Anthony. That's so cool because there's so much stuff going on in New York. A couple of months for one of the earlier episodes of Infinite Hope, I also covered a bunch of guys that found like bootleg booze in the bottom of their house in New York. And New York's such an old place. Stuff like this happens. David J. Whitcomb, 43, was changing a light bulb on the building's third floor when he realized the ceiling looked strange. That was because it was a drop ceiling installed decades ago to cover the space into an apartment unit. Whitcomb spotted an access panel, climbed up on a stack of chairs, and peered inside with a flashlight. The first thing I saw was a whole bunch of picture frames stacked together, and these frames are gorgeous. Wow, look at all the stuff he found. This is all the other crafts that he found in the secret attic. What a crazy story, right? I mean, this is so cool. There's the picture of Susan B. Anthony. That's nuts. I love this story. Amateur treasure hunter finds solid gold centerpiece of King Henry VIII's long lost crown in a field near Harborough. And this is the guy. He was walking around with this magnet finding thing in this farm. And he found this piece. Stunning gold centerpiece of King Henry VIII's long-lost crown has been found in a field on the edge of Market Harborough by an amateur treasure hunter. Kev Duckett, 49, made his staggering 1 in a million find under a tree at the back of a Market Harborough golf club near the deserted medieval village of Little Oxenden. Cant believes that the totemic piece of royal history ended up within a mile or two of Market Harborough after the pivotal Battle of Naseby during the English Civil War in June 1645. Charles could have lost his crown as he fled after being defeated by Oliver Cromwell's forces. The royal baggage train was also looted, so it might have been plundered, he said. No one knows for certain what happened, so we can only speculate. I'm now waiting to hear further from the British Museum as to what happens next. These treasure troves finds can and often do take several years to sort out. This is a fantastic story and a worldwide one, said Kev. This goes well beyond the UK. The Americans would love it, and I'm sure I'm sure they do, as I did, because I mean everybody's fascinated with the royalty and crown. I mean most people are anyway. I know the Americans are very fascinated with the royal family. I thought that was a really cool story. This guy, I mean, he spent his entire life, basically like 30 years, treasure hunting, and it just goes to show, don't ever give up on what your passion is and just keep doing it because of this. Because one day you could just hit the jackpot, like quite literally. So that was a really cool story. But this was a cool story. Man saves elk after it was buried by an avalanche with only a nostril and one eye peeking out of the snow. Working steadily, it took them 15 minutes to dig the elk's hind legs free. Then, with a little prompting, the helpless critter was able to shake its way clear and walk out from the snowdrift. I put my arms up and started cheering because I was so excited that it was alive, Dahlberg said. I was so happy. And there's the little guy just standing there. Rather than flight, the forest denizen stood by, calmly gazing at his rescuers as they left the scene, as if saying silently, the saying is silent, thank you. Chicago man goes around buying all of the vendors tamales in frigid temperatures and gives them to homeless. Good for you. As anyone who's ever spent any time there can tell you, Chicago is called the Windy City with good reason. In winter, when there's sniff breeze blowing off Lake Michigan, pedestrians often feel more like popsicles than people, making getting out of the bitter cold priority. Chicago restaurateur Robert Magiet was driving across town one morning when he spotted a shivering tamale vendor braving the frigid January temperatures. On the spur of the moment, he decided to make her an offer she couldn't refuse. Rather than let the woman, who was wearing so many layers of clothing, she looked a bit like a tamale herself, turn into a tamale popsicle. Magiet bought out her entire day's supply, close to 10 dozen tamales, gave her a big tip, and sent her on her way. After she'd gratefully gone home, Magiet loaded up the copious quantities of tamales he purchased and distributed them to some of Chicagoland's homeless population. Magiet took to Facebook to see if he could continue the trend. Anyone know of any tamale cart vendors that will be out this weekend in the cold weather, he posted. The following days, armies of suggestions. Magiet bought up all the tamales from the vendors at 3 different locations, and again, after generously tipping the sellers whose trade had been severely curtailed by both the weather and the lockdown, he shared their wares with people in need. So yeah, that's the information here. So if you guys are in Chicago, you can be part of this. This is a really cool guy, and I commend this. Humanistic effort. Excellent stuff. I found this out, and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Mind you, this dude's been doing this for a while, but I just found out about it as Kai sent me this article, and we're gonna share this. Concert pianist plays classical music for rescue elephants in Thailand. This is cool, like on so many levels. And we're gonna play some music videos with that too. We won't watch all of it, but it was cool. They say music is a universal language, and it turns out that's even true for animals. At least it seems so, according to the experience of Paul Barton, an artist and concert pianist who has been playing the piano to rescue elephants in Thailand since 2011. So this is how they brought the piano over. And I'll fast forward a little bit so you guys can get the idea. How sweet is this? How serene and peaceful. I was mesmerized by this last night. I was like, I couldn't stop watching this. Yeah, like, he loves it. You can tell. Look how restless he is. He's like, let's go, man. I want to hear some music. Let's do this. Come on. I want to hear something. Look at him. And then he chills out like immediately. Like he's like, oh, okay, yay. And then chills. He just lies there. How cool is this dude, right? Like he's like the elephant whisperer. How sweet he is. He's just chilling. I went to this guy's channel last night and I just couldn't stop watching these animal videos, like these elephant videos. There's something really surreal about it. It's beautiful. Look at him, he's smiling. Look how happy he is, he's like smiling. Isn't that so sweet? So yeah, guys, that's it. I mean, I highly suggest that everybody go to this dude's channel and check out his channel. The link is in the description for this article. You can head there through the YouTube thing. I definitely subscribed. It was, I mean, this is like, I mean, the dude has a lot of subscribers, but I've never seen it before, and it was really cool. It was really, really awesome. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. This is the end of the show. On this high and beautiful note, and have all of you guys here with me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Even after the stream is over, please leave a like, smash that like, leave a comment, because comments are so important now. The YouTube algorithm really responds to comments. So comment, even if just to say, this is your favorite classic music, or like name your favorite color or whatever. I really appreciate it. Please smash that like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Again, thank you so much. We'll be back next week for more Infinite Hope. So hang in there. I'll see you again next Friday on this channel. Thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend and week, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.